Hello everyone. In this video, I will teach you how to find the vertex of the parabola. You know that we have a graph for the parabola. We can sketch a graph like this if it opens upwards, or like this if it opens downwards. You should know that we call this point the vertex of the graph. The same here, this point is called the vertex of the graph. Also, we can say that we have in this vertex two components. The first one is this line which divides the graph equally. It's called the axis of symmetry, and in this case this point is the minimum value. We can use the same here as an axis of symmetry. This is the axis of symmetry, but here this is called maximum value. This is from the graph, but without the graph it takes three forms. The question may take one of the three following forms. The first one is called the standard form. The second one is called the vertex form, and the third is X-intercept form. Okay, before we start, I need you to know exactly what's the question. The question is how to find the vertex of the parabola. So when I ask you to find the vertex of the parabola, you should know that you need the axis of symmetry and the minimum or the maximum value. We will work one form by one. The first one is y equals ax power 2 ax squared plus bx plus c. We need to know how to find the axis of symmetry and the minimum or the maximum. Number one, if this is positive, it means the graph will open upwards, and in this case we have minimum value. But if a is negative, it means it opens downwards, so we have maximum. Okay, so the minimum and maximum they don't come in the same question. Okay, next, how to find the axis of symmetry. We use the formula negative b over 2a, negative b over 2a. So let's go to show you the first example. The first example, y equals, for example, 2x squared plus 20x minus 15. You will use the following steps to find the axis of symmetry, number one, then to find the minimum or maximum. So we start first with the axis of symmetry. How to find it? You can use the formula negative b over 2a. So it's very important before you start to determine what's the a, b, and c. A equals 2, b equals 20, c equals negative 15. So use this to evaluate the axis of symmetry. Negative b, so it's negative, b is 20, divided by 2, which will be in all questions, and the value of a, which is 2 in our case, so this will give us negative 5. This is the first part, and now you have the axis of symmetry. I need you to use this part to find the minimum or the maximum. How? By replacing or substituting x by negative 5, where you will do this here. Now y will be 2, open the bracket, use the negative 5 squared plus 20x minus 15. Sorry, this is not x, this is negative 5. We used negative 5, the answer that we got from the this formula, and I need you to keep this by heart, because this is the key to find the axis of symmetry. Then you will use the answer to find the rest of the question. When you calculate this using calculator, this is negative 75. So now you have the vertex. The vertex is negative 5, negative 75. We can use one of the questions in your assignment. This is the first question in your assignment. So I need you to remember the steps. Before we start, you should look at the question and keep this in your mind, that you need the vertex, which is axis of symmetry, and minimum or maximum value. So here a equals negative 1. This is negative 1. B equals negative 2. C equals positive 6. So next, what's the axis of symmetry? It takes the formula negative b over 2a. This is b, which is negative, so negative with negative, this will be 2 over 2 times a, and a is negative 1. So the answer will be negative 1 by the calculator. You remember what we did in the last one? Replace negative 1 instead of x in the question. So y will be negative from the question, and replace x with negative 1 in the bracket, power 2 minus 2, and replace x with negative 1. Then this is plus 6. Then you calculate this using your calculator. This is negative 1 plus 2. Okay, this is negative 1 plus 2, so the answer will be 7. So now the answer would be negative 1 and positive 7. Negative 1 and positive 7. We have both of them here. So, and this also. Okay, which one is the right answer? Look at the graph. You don't have the graph, so look at the question. This starts with negative sign. It means the graph will open downwards. So when it opens downwards, it has maximum value. So you choose the first one. Okay, and this is maximum value. This is minimum, so it's wrong, and this is maximum, but the axis of symmetry is y, and we said that the vertex is negative 1 and 7, and this is x and this is y. So the axis of symmetry is always x, not y. So this is the answer of the first question. Okay, this is the standard form. Next we have the vertex form. It takes the form y equals a x minus h squared plus k. The vertex here is always h and k. So the axis of symmetry is h, and the minimum or the maximum is k. You need an example. The example will be y equals 2x minus 3 squared plus 5. What's the vertex? Another one, negative 2x minus 3 plus 5. What's the vertex? Y equal 5 x plus 1 squared, this is squared, plus 5. So can you find the vertex in each case? Okay, we will do the following. When it comes to the vertex form, you can use what's inside the bracket by the opposite sign, which is not negative 3, it will be positive 3, and what's outside the bracket as it is, because this is k, this is h, and this is k. So 3 and 5. What's the vertex here? It's 3 and 5. What's the vertex here? It's positive 1. We should take it with the negative sign, and what's outside, it stays the same. Okay, the first one here, this graph is positive, so it opens downwards, so it has minimum. This one is negative, so it has maximum. This one is is positive, so it has minimum. Again, one question from your assignment. Okay, in the first one, this is negative 10. We will take it 10 and 2. What's outside the bracket stays the same. 10 and 2. 10 and 2, and it opens downwards, so it has maximum. 10 and 2. 10 and 2. This one, it has maximum value 2. So this is the second one is the right answer. Different one. Negative 2 with negative 4. Negative 2 and negative 4 here. This is 6 and positive 2. 6 and positive 2. This one. And so on. Then the last form is called X-intercept form. It takes the form y equals a x minus p x minus q. I need you to remember what's the question. Find the vertex. Find the vertex. The vertex is axis of symmetry and minimum or maximum. Axis of symmetry. Here we will use the following method. This will be p, this one, over, p plus q over 2. You need an example. Y equals 3 and x minus 5, x minus 7, and you need to find the vertex. How to find the vertex? The axis of symmetry first. How to find it? Take each one from the bracket by the opposite sign, and this will give you 5 and this will give you 7. Add them. 5 plus 7 over 2. 5 plus 7 over 2, the answer will be 6. So now you have the first answer, 6. Now you should take this 6 and replace it here. So 3, 6 minus 5 is 1, 6 minus 7 is negative 1, times 3, the answer will be negative 3. So your vertex will be 6 and negative 3. Okay, it's easier than it looks. Now we will take one of the assignments, one example from the assignment. Okay, look here, we can take 9 from this bracket and 7 from this bracket. So 9 plus 7 over 2. This will give you 8. Now you have the first part. Replace x with 8. Y equals negative 2. 8 minus 9. 8 minus 7. 1. This is negative 1 times negative 2. But I calculated this will give you 2. So we have 8 and 2. 8 and 2 here and here and the last one. So the graph is negative, it means it has maximum. So this is maximum and this is only the right answer. Okay, thank you guys.